Hello. Welcome back to more Pokemon Black 2 for Randomized. I made progress by mistake. I didn't realize that my mic was muted, so I didn't really do too much. I just went to the next area. I found Professor Juniper. She was up at the tower. She was just in the first floor. She just gave me a lucky egg, and then she came to the Mr. Alton cargo service building. Now we're here. This is Lentimus. Not really a whole lot to do here, to be honest. I've actually already fought the trainers here, as you can see. Hello. I don't have a repel. Kinda struggling because everything wants to fight me. Fortunately, I got to level up out of that last fight. I went over to this thing. This was a pain. This is the strange house. I probably just played the little time lapse of me going through this and communicating with spirits while I was going through one of those fights earlier, I'm sure. But the thing is, I got now the lunar wing. I didn't know this was even a thing, so I remember the little ghost girl on the bridge from the previous games, but I didn't know that there was actually more lore to her. That was actually kind of interesting. A little bit creepy. Why? Okay, now I just feel like the game is trying to mess with me on purpose. That was level 38 Pokemon. Was only having to deal with level 37s. That was an Arcanine. So this is Reversal Mountain. I can't exactly remember why she said we're supposed to go through here, but we have to go through here because we can't go through, what's the other place? Icarus City or something like that. That's all frozen over, so we have to take the back road. Hello. Hey. You know what? There's something I want to investigate here in Reversal Mountain, but the wild Pokemon here are really tough and I'm having trouble with them. I've also been having some difficulties. I'll take care of healing our Pokemon. Fantastic. I like the music here. Of course you're a trainer, obviously. I will read your mind and predict your every move. Are you a psychic or are you a black belt? Who are you? Is this a double fight? No, as it turns out, it's a rotation fight. Would have preferred a triple battle. Hello. Secret items. Shiny stone. Again, I don't have anything that can evolve with the stone. Do I want to fight these guys? Yeah, sure, why not? How bad could her Pokemon really be? You there, you looking for the Magma Stone? I think she might be. We both have the same music. Ooh, Mountain! Thank you for shouting that at the back of my head, I guess. I guess now is actually kind of a good as time as any. More items. Blue Shard, I will take. Potentially teach a move with that. But it's a decent time to go over what I did to my Pokemon. Hello. Would you mind moving, please? Thank you. Vital Lens. Actually pretty useful with all my Pokemon being super slow. But I made some changes to my Pokemon. I gave Choice Specs to Moth the Flame. And taught it Scald, Ice Burn, Dark Pulse, and Eruption, so I always have a decent special move. I don't have any bug coverage. I had a Leech Life and was still using Choice Specs, but I just taught Ice Burn instead because Ice Burn is actually kind of useful. 140 base power move. I have to charge up first and then I can actually attack, but actually pretty decent power. And with it being choice specs, it's like I have stab on the move, so it's pretty good damage. Don't think I changed anything with Pinky. I think I've always had Surf and Scald. Candelabra has Ice Burn as well. Fiery Dance, which I picked up in the tower. Hex and Technoblast with the Shock Drive. Don't think I'd change anything with Cram Suburb, to be honest. I gave a Scope Lens. Maybe I can get a crit and get some extra health back when I use Horn Leech or something. I don't know. Habanero has Fiery Dance as well, which is pretty good because that move, I think it's a 50% chance of raising your special attack, which is pretty good for a Alakazam. Also Seed Flare. That's right, I can Technoblast with a Chill Drive. So that's my ice coverage there. And then easy peasy, just kind of sitting there, not doing too much at level 28. I need to figure out something to do with this Pokemon. I just don't know what though. I might just end up replacing it. As much as I do like Porygon-Z, I just don't get much use out of it because it just sits there. What do you? Yes, just in case. I mean, I want to replace the Pokemon, but I don't want either one of these. I guess one benefit of her having a Galvantula is I'm actually fast enough that I can just run from everything. Kinda nice. Am I going the right way? Ignore you, thankfully. What's happening? This is the place? Okay. I accidentally got here. Neat. I see an item. Gonna ignore whatever she wanted. TM13 Crush Claw. Can't exactly remember what that move does. Obviously, it's gonna be physical. I think it does more damage if the opponent has full health. Is that right? Oh no, I'm thinking of a different one. Crush Grip, maybe? Crush Claw may also lower the target's defense. I think it's a 50% chance to do so. 5% chance to miss, and I probably will miss every single time I try to use it. Can anything learn? I mean... PZ can't... I can get stab off of it. Cool, I guess. They're not really worth teaching. There's another person. Hi. Of course, you just happened to stop right here. I wonder what would happen if I had all three Pokemon attack at once. That's called Tri-Attack. Oh, it's gonna be a triple fight. With some of the weakest Pokemon I've ever seen. This is a little overkill, I think. Actually, not gonna lie, my lead there was actually pretty goated. My fire types are nicely protected with Storm Drain. I don't have to worry about Marshtomp trying to use Crab Hammer on me. Anything special in here? What is this place? It feels very strange. Could this be the place where Reversal Mountain started from the lair of the Pokemon Heatran? Heatran's in here? Heatran is a Pokemon with magma-like blood flowing through it. Okay, that's neat. Anything here? I didn't know what I was capable of, so I left on a journey to find out. Cool story, bro. Is there anything actually useful in here? Use another, sure. Another blue shard. Absolutely take all the shards. Is this an item? A fire gem. The most powerful eruptions in the world. Already have choice specs though. Huh? How do I get over there? See, I don't have a Magmar though. But thanks, I guess. There's some stairs over there I can't get to either. Gotta backtrack all this way. Okay. I apparently didn't fight you. Battle in a volcano. This is volcano. I mean, Heatran's here, but it's pretty dormant. Here, for you. Yeah, thanks. Actually kind of fitting, considering your Behem... What? Volcanoes are called Kazan in my... Yeah, are you from Japan? I'm pretty sure that's actually just Japanese for volcano, but okay. Yeah, her Behem used supersonic confused me. I didn't get to hurt myself though. Is that the exit? That's the exit. So many exits. I wanted to get the shard. I feel like one of these is an Among Us. Okay. Tumbleberry. I think that one's the fighting berry. Oh, they were actually just both items. Walk-on berry. That's electric. Okay. No Among Us to be found. Or fungus. What's out here then? I can just see the hell. There's an item over there? Okay, I guess I gotta go grab the item. Use your rappel right at the door. I don't know how to actually get to that item. Gotta make sure I try to hit every possible path. Oh, I see what I mean. Because getting lost in there was because I can't really see 3D in this game apparently very well. Pedal down, that's not that great. Yeah, there's some moving furniture that when you're going through certain bookcases, it looks like, bruh. Okay, now I'm level 39, so hopefully nothing wants to actually try to fight me now. But yeah, like I was saying, she left. She said she was gonna wait here for me. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Whatever I was talking about, I'm distracted by her not being here. When you step by certain bookcases, it looks like the furniture moves so that way you can't actually progress certain ways, but then you step up a level to the bookcase above, you can see that there's actually a walkable path. 3D in this game is a little janky, and my eyes don't adjust very well. Hold on then, am I gonna have to kill my own Pokemon? Bruh. Okay, well, where did she even go? Is it because I already took her to her destination that wasn't really all that far anyway? Red flute, I'm pretty sure that's also just a toy I can sell. It is. I actually want to have the dowsing machine up. Something, what? I can get there though. I can see some water. Can I surf up there somehow? Can't bypass these people, sadly. You know, double fights are kind of fun. Okay, thanks, I guess. Because I can lead with Porygon-Z, and I can use Scald. Pinky redirects it with Storm Drain and gets a special attack boost. That's how much damage I can do with a special attack boosted Surf, so I don't always knock out my own Pokemon. So I can effectively try to clear the field sometimes, but I mean, I am kind of low in health. I can't just do that willy-nilly like I'd want to, but it's still a lot of fun. See those pointy stones you find here and there? Are you aware of them? I have seen them a few times, yes. Especially when you're standing next to two, it's kind of hard to not see them. We'll get stronger with our Pokemon. That is also usually the goal with Pokemon, yes. That we challenge gyms in places like Opelucid City and Humalao City. The only two I think that I have left. I mean, I'm a little bit scared about the fact that there's a grass type over there, but it's not like I can just go for Eruption because I think Undella has Flash Fire, maybe Early Bird, but Scald is always useful. And then just Surf. Clear the field. Also, I'm pretty close to a level up. Why does everything have V create, bruh? Well, I don't survive Surf now. And Sky Attack White. Okay, sure. It's not gonna knock out Wormadam, but hopefully it does some damage. I was hoping for a little bit more. I will take the level though. You know what, let's send in the Gramsburb. You're actually the lowest level on the team, so you need the most experience. And Sock. Well, I do have a flying type move. It is called Fly. Yeah, I shouldn't just be able to hopefully Fusion Flare you and get rid of you. Please don't like leaf storm me or something. Oh, I'm faster, even better. Goodbye. Also, I'm very glad that the low sweep didn't go for Pinky because that would have dropped my speed. Maractus. That probably actually is faster than Pinky. I should probably be concerned. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna lose Pinky here, but let's see what happens. Blind to sock. Very weird sentence out of context. That actually didn't hardly do any damage to you. Really wish I had more levels. No, of course. Wait, is low sweep an always crit move? I thought it was drop speed move. Speaking of dropping speed. I'm already the slowest thing on the field, that's fine. Can at least get rid of the Maractus. Hopefully. Thank you. It is just a Maractus after all. Sending Candelabra and hopefully take a low sweep. Please don't have like Rock Slide or something. X. Not Surf. Scald. I don't want to die for no reason. Since apparently you just seem to survive everything anyway. I actually almost still just died for no reason. Oh, Pinky is actually a higher level than Candelabra now. That's kind of impressive. The marvelous power of yours. I was not aware of it. I don't remember having showed any power. I mean, I used Scald on my own Storm Drain mod. Does that count? Item. Cabia Berry? I actually don't think I've ever seen that one. Super effective poison type. Interesting. No wonder I've never seen it. How many times do you come across the super effective poison type move? Grass types beware. In this game. Berries aren't a thing yet. Didn't even need the dowsing machine for that one. Speaking of, more items, probably in the stalactite. Stalagmite. I am 33 years old and I still have no idea what the difference is. And the yellow flute. I'm getting all the flutes. Can't do a damn thing with any of them. Don't think there's too much of value in here. So I'll just proceed onward instead. Oh, she's here. Hello. Wonder, could a magma stone be in there? I don't know. Am I supposed to find one? I didn't see one on my first walkthrough, so I don't know. Probably not. Undella town. What? Oh, a smoke ball. An odd place to have a smoke ball. Though actually kind of useful considering how much it's a struggle to just run away from wild Pokemon for no reason. Alright, more items somewhere. I can't go that way. How do I even get down there? Oh my god, hello. Magnets. Actually, I was gonna say it would be useful for like shock drive, but I would have to use the shock drive, so never mind. And a raw berry. Oh my god, so many items. Somewhere, please. Anywhere? Hello? Game? Really? A did not work for some reason? Okay. Ring tart. Well, that's ironic. Thanks. Let me guess. Of course. Hi, this is Ace. Hi, it's me. Really? So you like Pokemon of that type? Many of them are cute, aren't they? What? Sure. I mean, my personal favorite type is actually the Sill type. A lot of them aren't exactly cute. I mean, there's Klefki, but that's a Klefki. There's a earthworm. Use your imagination for that, I guess. Oops, my colleague is calling me. I had to get back to work. I'll do it again. You have to. Can't get over there. Not actually worth it whatsoever. Saw the thing go off as I entered. Must be up top. I think I can only get that from the other route. Okay, sure. Wait up, I didn't mean to proceed, my bad. Let's see how well we've raised our Pokemon. Okay. Sure. I have no memory of this fight being a thing, but I don't mind kicking your ass. What's your levels? Before I get all confident. And you have a Rotom. I should be fine. And before I die immediately, I'm gonna Dark Pulse. Since you happen to be Ghost type. Good damage. Ninjask. It's annoying, but it's fine. Actually, let's see if Gramspurp can survive whatever this Ninjask wants to do. I really want levels on this thing. For sure. Why do you have Rock Blast? I'm just gonna die here. Crit. Thanks, game. Totally needed. Probably gonna die anyway because it's most likely gonna hit 5 times. With that said, now I can go into Eruption and not have to worry about if you survive a hit and use Rock Blast against me. Actually, probably still faster. Watch me just die. Bruh. Sure, now you don't want to hit 2 times. Okay, Pinky. Time to burn the world. Set everything on fire, please. Hey, thanks, I appreciate. Mix attack for Ninjask, okay. Light on fire now, thanks. And if there's a Skarmory in the back, haha. Another thing I can light on fire. Level 41, okay, settle down. Each life is fine. That's a bug type move. Thank you for not going for like Horn Leech or something. I appreciate. You survive. I should survive another Leech life, right? Don't know if I'd survive a crit. I might have. This should hopefully knock you out. My starter's still better than your starter. In all fights except for the first one. Don't pay attention to the first one. Doesn't count. It's a mulligan. Great. If you say so. Not usually the words I choose when I lose. My choices are a little more vulgar than that. If we're this strong, Team Plasma will run screaming when they see us. Who's us? You lost? Okay. For Purloin, I'll get it back for sure. Yeah, about that. I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't think it's a Purloin anymore. Also, I'll continue to work hard on the Pokedex. Do not tell me what to do. Okay, thanks, bye. It used to be a thing here. The, villa? I think that doesn't exist in this one. I think that's what used to be here. I think this is the underwater tube. Hi. Sorry, I'll be finished with the cleaning soon. Please wait until then. Guess I can't go that way. I mean, it's fine. I was actually trying to go up here anyway. I just wanted to see if that villa was still a thing. That was a good way to spend money. That was actually used to be relatively easy to get in this game. I just remembered what happened to this route. I should probably try to stay in the grass if I can. For a second. Or not. Well, after clicking run for the 6th time in a row, I can finally effing leave. My god, I hate this game sometimes. I mean, I used Fury Swipes, but it misses. Captivate, but it fails. Growl, but it fails. Like, you're just sitting there wasting my time for no reason. Please let me leave. I guess the thing I thought happened right here doesn't happen here. How you fight Verizon? Verizon Wireless? Yeah. What'd you do? Just knock me into a quick edit? What was the point of that? Oh, I think it's actually up here. Never mind. I didn't get to this item either. Why are all the items impossible to get to? Am I even ready to try to fight whatever you call it? I mean, I'm leading Moth to Flame. I don't want to accidentally just knock it out. Pretty sure I have Master Balls, right? Bet, I got 4. Also, I ended up picking up some net balls from somebody. I don't remember picking these up, but that's neat. So this spell tag, there's a lady that gives it to you in Lentimus Town in the Pokemon Center, I'm pretty sure. And if you somehow happen to get a spell tag in your inventory and she gives you this spell tag, she makes a comment saying, oh, you already have one. How did you get it? You know, just kind of a nod saying, hey, the game knows that you're not supposed to already have a spell tag in the inventory. This is the only one in the game. How are you hacking one in? Whatever. But I mean, you can trade one over if you have a Pokemon hold a spell tag and you trade that Pokemon, obviously. I only have this one spell tag. I'm pretty sure I don't have anybody else holding a spell tag. Yeah, none of my Pokemon are holding a spell tag, but she still commented and said I already had one, so I don't know what that's about. Is there not a fight with the Pokemon? I could have sworn that there was one here. It's probably later, to be fair. That was kind of a useless sign. I mean, I don't mind not having to fight a Virizion right now, to be honest. Why am I fighting this, though? I see Professor Juniper has been in the area. Okay, I'll stop with that joke. It wasn't funny the first dozen times. But actually, though, I thought that we just see Virizion and then it runs off. I couldn't remember if you actually fight it or not. I have the vaguest memories from this game. This is the one game where I played it once and then never really did anything in it. And then I stopped playing Pokemon, so like I remember that there are things, I just don't remember where those things are. There's an item. Muscle Band. That's actually kind of a useful item to give to Gramsburb, actually. Oh, please just let me take a step. You know, I've already been recording for almost an hour. Where even am I? Like, in relation to everything? Not to get all existential or anything. Oh, I see. Lacunosa Town's up there. Interesting. Undella Bay takes me to Humalau City. Oh, I see. And then Seaside Cape. So, interesting. So, the way I thought that this happens, the order of operations, I thought that I go to Undella Town and then go through the tunnel to get to Humalau. And then I have to backtrack and then go to Lacunosa, but maybe I can just go to Lacunosa now? I think Seaside Cave has something to do with the plasma frigate thingy. Oh, that's the marine tube. Okay. I just remember that there's like a well lord, I think, in there somewhere. And you can get a medal for that. But yeah, the Seaside Cave, I think that's the other spot that I'm gonna have to go to soon. Trying to remember where to even go in this game is kind of interesting, because it's like I feel like I should just know, but at the same time I don't know shit. Well, it's not a Virizion. I'm just trying to see what's all around, and hello, how's it going? I mean, I'm not gonna actually ever use PZ ever again, probably. I just can't find a way to use it, sadly. I think it's gonna be my HM user for a bit. But yeah, I'm not gonna be using PZ, I don't think, anytime seriously. Hey, buddy. Cabra. Can I actually just catch you now? absolutely sick legendary music, not gonna lie. Level 45. I mean, I don't need to bother trying to weaken you if I could just toss Master Balls. I mean, if I would have been smart and actually saved before just talking to this thing, I probably would try to see if I can catch it in like an egg ball or something, but Master Ball's good enough. Kind of the whole point of the randomizer. I mean, if I can just buy the Master Ball anyway, I might as well just use them. I think this is actually something that I have to do before I try to find a Virizion. Part of me actually just wants to look up and see what I'm supposed to be doing. If I'm doing this correctly. I feel like I am. Give a nickname. I mean, you're a legendary. I don't really want to. I'm not going to actually use you. Oh, and I just can actually freely walk into Lacunosa. Hello. I use fly, so it looks like I beat you here. That's not fair. You've been here before. Thanks for your help in a Reversal Mountain. I did absolutely nothing, and well, to be fair, so neither did you. So did you. We're both useless. If you go straight past Lacunosa, you'll reach Opalucid. Cool. Before you go, there's something I want you to do here. Don't know soon enough. Hurry now. What's happening? Where actually are we going? This is the place. I don't actually want to be here right now, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're about to watch an old lady just pass in her sleep. What's happening? You must be the ones who want to hear the old tale of Luke. No, actually. Just ignore her, she doesn't speak for me. Behind Lacunosa, there's a mighty big hole. Neat. Can I go, please? Have you heard of the giant chasm? I have, actually. I've heard that around the giant chasm, there have been brief temperature readings of -58. That's what Sharon told me, in a way. He's a nerd, we get it. The road is blocked, so we can't get there right now. Long time ago, the giant chasm was created when a big meteorite fell from the sky. Really scary Pokemon that was hidden inside the meteorites. Are you referring to Deoxys? I thought Kyurem lived up there. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. When darkness falls over the land, the Pokemon appears. A frigid wind follows it. It freezes everything around and eats people and Pokemon. I'm sure we're all tasty. That's why everyone was afraid. That's why you have walls built up around your city, so that way nobody can... Oh yeah, sorry, I am getting ahead of myself. So our ancestors surrounded the town with walls to prevent the Pokemon from getting inside the town. Also, a rule was made forbidding anyone to go outside after dark. I have heard this tale. Can I please leave? Fascinating story. If you say so, I'll add it to my research. We should be going... trying. Thank you. I'm sure the Black Belt has something useful to say too. We're not done here. Wasn't that an interesting folk tale? I kind of already remembered it from the previous game, but as I have not connected a Meteor Link, yep, that's the thing. Memory Link. I guess it is fair that she would know that I already know this. The Pokemon's true identity may be unknown, but the power mentioned in the story is incredible. The power to freeze everything around it could even rival the power of the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Well, technically. It looks like Zekrom, who scorched Unova with intense lightning long ago. Do you remember the story of Zekrom? Yes. Technically, it was an alternate me from a different timeline, but also the same timeline 2 years ago. You know, the timeline that nobody ever seems to want to shut up about 2 years ago. Zekrom is a legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Yes, I'm aware. Lends his power to the person it recognizes as a hero, pursuing ideals. He has a black body and can unleash fearsome lightning. Do you think there's a connection between the Pokemon from the old story and the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? No clue. The meteorite. Zekrom was revived from a rock called the Dark Stone. Let's suppose a meteorite from the story and the stone are one and the same. Take into account the elements from the same era were found in Dragon Spiral Tower, where Zekrom was, and in the Giant Chasm. It doesn't prove anything, but it could be a piece of the puzzle. don't write it off as a coincidence just yet. If there's a true, it should be a really strong Pokemon. What kind of reason would there be for it to come out only at night? It's just a urban legend. I would assume that that was kind of obvious, but okay. Like, if, like, it doesn't like sunlight or something like that, okay. She's trying to be smart, but at the same time, she is Bianca. Until we look into it more deeply, it would be hard to say anything about that. I think about it, the name Lacunosa could be derived from Oh, that's actually interesting. That's kind of what I did a lot for the Pokemon Black playthrough, was I mentioned every single town that I went to and why it had its name. I always thought it was really fascinating that it's like every single Pokemon game, every town that you go through has some sort of like theme to it. Like, for example, you have Kanto, everything's named after colors, and you start in Pallet Town, which is a palette is something that has all the colors on it. Or you go to Johto, where everything is named after plants, and you start in New Bark Town, new bark, you're starting off. Or you have a place like Unova, where everything is named after clouds. I just think it's super fascinating to me. And then she's actually out here explicitly telling you that's where the name Lacunosa comes from. Lacunosa's clouds, which are clouds that resemble a net or a fence. I think I even managed to find a picture of some and put them on the video when I was going through this last time. Anyway, I wonder if the name is related to the part of the story where the Ape wants to protect the town from that Pokemon. Sorry, I rambled on a bit, didn't I? You rambled. Were you even listening to me? They usually don't. Could you ask Drayden about this if you get a chance? I'm gonna do a little field work. Cool. Have fun. Where did she actually go? She just morphed into the wall. Just so you know, Opelousas City's mayor Drayden wrestled with his Pokemon to toughen them up. That's terrifying. He has a Drudigan with rough skin. That's actually kind of terrifying if he's single-handedly wrestling with them. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I didn't mean to actually progress this far, but I do want to see if I can actually just straight up catch that Virizion, if it is where I think it is. Well, I didn't actually find Virizion, but I managed to get to this side over here. But like, at the same time, hello? Honey, I don't have any use for that. I don't think those trees exist in this game, do they? I don't know how to actually get over here to get to that item that I can't actually get to. Bruh. This is my path, and I accidentally walked into it. I apologize. But yeah, I can't actually get over here on top of this cliff. I think that's where the item was showing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, how do I even... Oh, okay, I see. It somehow was reaching on the other side of the cliff. Prism skill is useful. Except I don't have any way to trade and I don't have a Phoebus. What's actually up here? An item. It's a poison chip. I don't have a use for that. Is there anything actually in the water up here? Trainers. And Pokemon. Got some wild Rotom in the water. You can see me. Okay. Is this the seaside cave? Am I accidentally going where I'm not supposed to yet? I feel like it is. Kinda want. Please don't be a Pokemon. Of course it is. I don't exactly have a use for a Dwebble. Hello? I'm guessing I can't proceed yet. If you want past here, you'll have to defeat me and my Rock'n'Rolla. And we're sturdy as rock. My Rock'n'Rolla and I only battle strong trainers. This is my and my Rock'n'Rolla's policy. It's sturdy as a rock. I actually guaranteed that I could easily knock out all of your Pokemon in one move. You ever hear of a triple fight? I guess the world just isn't ready for Pinky to sweep completely. It's fine. But I think this is actually where I'm supposed to be going anyway. Especially considering this dude's right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I didn't get a whole lot done. I just made a lot of progress trying to navigate throughout Unova. But I mean, I did get to Lacunosa, which is in the previous game, end game area-ish, kind of. I'm almost about to get another badge. I got a legendary. There's that. If you guys are enjoying the series, feel free to drop a like or even a dislike. I promise that doesn't hurt my feelings. I am curious how to get to that item. I don't think it's gonna be easy though. If you do want to catch more of these, hit the subscribe and get notified. Also get some notifications for some Minecraft. I'm having a lot of fun with that game. Been working on a bit of the config, so I've also not been uploading that as well. My apologies. But I think I got a lot of the configs where I want them to, so hit the subscribe and get notified for that. But until next time, where I'm going to be going after my, I believe, 7th badge. Dragon badge. Is it called Dragon badge? Rising badge? No, that's Claire, I think. Whatever the badge is called, I'm going to get it. But until then, take care.